The following stories you will see are the story of various lawsuits that have occurred between Mr. Chaiphon Wipha, the father or owner of grandfather Parajit Nakarat, or a stucco painting with a long body shape, similar to a snake, which was born from the death of a little girl, about 3 years old, or Nong Chompoo. When the case was finally reached, the court of first instance sentenced Mr. Chaiphon Wipha to 20 years in prison. He is currently receiving bail for fight the case in the next court. But as for Nong Chompoo's case, it will be discussed after the case of possession of restricted wood. Physical assault case. A reporter from a famous channel was approached by Uncle Phon before hitting him on the back twice and pushing his shoulder. Then tried to strangle him. And ripped off the mask until the group of YouTubers who followed the live broadcast had to pull Uncle Phon away. After the incident, a case was filed against Uncle Phon for assault. Mukdahan Provincial Court having considered the evidence, it was determined that Uncle Phon, the defendant, was guilty of an offense under the Criminal Code, PC, Section 309, first paragraph, 391. It was a single act that violated many laws. To be punished for the offense of compelling another person to do anything by using violent force. This is the section with the most severe punishment according to Section 90 of the Criminal Code, 2 months imprisonment and a fine of 10,000 baht. The defendant confessed. The penalty was reduced to half, maintaining imprisonment for 1 month and a fine of 5,000 baht. The results of the autopsy of the victim's wounds were considered. No serious danger appeared, and the defendant was relieved of his punishment by depositing the money in damages with the court. Therefore, giving the defendant an opportunity by awaiting imprisonment for a period of 1 year according to the Criminal Code Section 56. If the defendant does not pay the fine, action must be taken according to the Criminal Code Sections 29, 30. The case of cutting down trees to build the Naga Palace. Mukdahan forestry officer reported charges against Uncle Phon along with 2 YouTubers charged with cutting trees in the Dong Phu Fan Reserve Forest. The evidence is a clip of a YouTuber cutting down 4 wild acacia trees at the point where Phaya Naga was built, and adjust the area after. There was a clip of Uncle Phon cutting wood, along with a YouTuber helping cut and drag the tree, was published. Case of possession of restricted wood by Mukdahan Provincial Forestry Officer. They inspected the piece of wood identified as Takian Thong to be used as a shrine for goddess Soraphi. Next to Uncle Phon's house later, the inspection found that it was Maka Tae and not Takian Thong, which is a restricted tree. If possessed without permission will commit an offense under the Forestry Act 1941 according to Section 69, punishable by imprisonment not exceeding 5 years and a fine not exceeding 50,000 baht. Later, the Mukdahan provincial prosecutor, the plaintiff, ordered a lawsuit against Uncle Phon for the crime of making restricted wood in a National Reserve forest without permission, accepting it, hiding it, selling it, or helping to take it away, which was wood or forest product that he already knew was wood or forest product that someone had obtained. And the court of first instance sentenced Uncle Phon in a case of possession of restricted wood without permission, imprisonment for 4 months, fine of 6,666 baht, confiscation of seized wood, imprisonment suspended for 1 year. In the case of Nong Chompoo, it was reported that scientists from the forensics office Mukdahan province, many witnesses were collected. the most important being Nong Chompoo's hair that had been cut in many pieces. The said witness became important evidence as soon as it was found in Mr. Chaiphon's car. And the hair of a close person fell at the scene where the body was found. The police gathered evidence and asked the court to approve the issuance of an arrest warrant on 3 serious charges. 1. Taking away a child under 15 years of age. Depart from father and mother without reasonable cause. 2. Abandoning children under 9 years of age so that the child may be separated from him in such a way that the child is without a caretaker, causing the child's death. And 3. Doing anything to the corpse or the environment in the area where the corpse was found before the autopsy was completed in a way that is likely to change the autopsy or the outcome of the case. Uncle Phon has denied all allegations.